Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot of times I get people asking me questions like, hey Chidera, how do you always have time to hang out? You work in 9 to 5. How do you have time for yourself? How do you have time to go to places, to visit, new spots? How are you able to balance it? I mean, I have a 9 to 5, but I'm unable to create time for myself. Well, the truth of the matter is, I also do not have the time to do any of the things that I do, but I find a way. I find a way to make it happen because I cannot come and go and kill myself. Do you understand? Like, this life is one. You have to find a way to strike a balance. So let's get right into this video. Back to my channel. If this is your first time here, please do go to hit the subscribe button. So in today's video, I'll be talking about how to strike a work-life balance. I don't even know. I think that's an illusion. Does it really exist? Can someone really have work-life balance? It's either work is taking the upper hand or life is taking the upper hand. But we just have to find a way to make the two work together, because if not, your health will be at stake, your stress levels will be high, your feeling of accomplishments and all that. Like, a lot, it has to do with your mental state and a lot of things. So you need to find a way to strike a work-life balance. So on this video, I'm going to be sharing ways Chidera, strikes a work-life balance, and also some of the areas that I'm struggling with. Okay, so the very first thing I do in order to strike a work-life balance is to have a list. I live by a list. Like, I have a to-do list for everything. You won't believe it. I have a to-do list for calls. I have a to-do list for emails. I have a to-do list for every single thing. Like, if I'm to return a call, I write it down. Call back this person. If I'm to reply a message on WhatsApp, maybe I've read it and I didn't reply, I'll be like, I'll write it down on my to-do list, reply this message. That way, I don't get to forget things that are really, really important. So you need to find a way to create a list for all the activities, for all the things that you have to do, to create a list for them. One app that I use a lot is called Google Keep. I'll put the link in the description box below. It's on Play Store. You can just download it. It has like different types of lists. You could create a checklist where when you've done the item, you tick it off, you check it off the list and all that. So you need to create a list. It helps you know what you have to do. It helps you, arrange them in order of priority. Yes, so that's the second thing I want to say. Prioritize the most important tasks first. I know you've heard this thing a couple of times over in so many motivational videos, but that's not what I'm on about. All I'm just saying is, after you created your list, you can now look at the ones that are really pressing, the ones that need you to attend to them as soon as possible, and then you try to do the most important tasks first. Even if it's not important, you can also do the most difficult tasks first. Like, sometimes when I have a ton of work to do, I look at all of them, I'm like, oh, which one is really going to take my time? Which one is going to be hard work for me? And then I face the one that is hard work and I do it first. Sometimes it has to do maybe writing a proposal for someone and maybe creating a video. Creating a video is not work for me, but writing a proposal requires a lot of brain activity. So I try to attend to that first, because it is work and it requires my thinking abilities, it requires my mental abilities. So that is the first way to try to strike a work-life balance, or one of the ways that I try to strike a work-life balance. Create a list and then prioritize the most important or difficult tasks first. Okay? The second way that I try to strike a work-life balance is to leave work at work. Like, leave your work at work. Oh my god, I can't tell you how hard I've struggled with this, because I always have a ton of things to do and I'm tempted to take my work home, for the weekend and be like, oh, I'll do it over the weekend. But when you think about it, your health is important and you need to have that time where you get to just breathe, just exhale and just be free from all the worries of this life. So you need to learn to leave your work at work. Do not carry your work laptop home and start doing work at home. No, it is called home because it's supposed to be work. I don't know what I'm saying. The point is, please leave your work at work if you really want to find a way to strike a balance. It says, even if you don't have the intentions of working at home, and then you take your work home. The tendency is there, especially if you are like me, the tendency is there that you end up doing that work at home. So in order to avoid such temptations, the Bible says do not be tempted. In order to avoid such temptations, just leave your work at work. So if you have some documents that you're trying to, maybe submit and all that, or some things you want to do which could actually wait, 2 more days will not ruin it, will not spoil it, I don't know. You can leave your work at work. So yes, just try to leave your work at work. If carrying your laptop home, your work laptop home is going to make you want to work, then leave it. If taking certain documents home is going to tempt you to work, then leave it at the office. On Friday, shut the door and leave all those things in the office, or leave it there. So leave work at work, or leave work for work time. I know it's easier said than done, because I have struggled with this same thing. So I totally understand if you have some reservations to this particular tip or way. Okay? The third way to strike a work-life balance is to learn to say no. Learn to say no, capital No. No, I can't help you. I'm sorry. No, I can't do it. I struggle with this a lot, and I'm learning, and I have learned the hard way that I should say no when it is necessary. When I realize, I really cannot help this person in as much as I want to help, in as much as I want to go out of my way to do stuff for you, I can't be of help now. Especially when you already have a ton of tasks on your to-do list, you shouldn't keep on adding things to your list just because you don't want to disappoint someone, or just because you don't want the person to feel bad. I've fallen into this trap a couple of times where my friends will reach out to me and be like, Chidera, can you help me look at my CV? Chidera, can you help me write this? Chidera, can you help me do this? And because they are my friends, I feel like I'm supposed to say yes. And I end up saying yes, and I pile up all these things on my to-do list. And at the end of the day, I'm stressed out, I'm overwhelmed, I don't have time to do me, I don't have time to do my own stuff, and I'm just stuck in a corner, and I'm just like, God, how did I get here? It's simple. I kept saying yes to every Dick, Tom, and Harry. I kept saying yes to every single person. You need to learn to say no. And saying no does not make you a bad person. At least that's what I'm learning. It does not make you a bad person. It just means you're trying to maximize your time and be as productive as you can. The funny thing is, when you take up more tasks than you can handle, your productivity actually drops. So by taking on more tasks, you're not doing yourself a favor. Rather, you're doing a disservice to the person, because oftentimes and not, talk true, tell me the truth, you end up struggling to deliver those things at the time you said you will. Like if you said you would deliver this on Monday, you struggle to deliver it on Monday. Sometimes you need to call the person and say, I'm sorry, can I deliver this to you on Tuesday instead? Because you have so much to do. You need to learn to say no. Mba. What's it in Hausa? In Yoruba? I don't know. But learn to say no, please. It helps a whole lot. So the first way that I try to create a work-life balance is to have a me time. Chidera time to be with me, time to love myself and feel all right. Okay, sometimes it is planned, mostly planned. Other times it is just spontaneous. Like there are days where I just feel really stressed out at work, and I just choose to do what makes me happy. And I'm sure if you know me, you know one of the things that make me happy is food. I love good food. I love to eat. So on days like that, I just stop over somewhere and eat some good food and take some good pictures of the food and post it on WhatsApp to torment some people. So point is, you need to create some me time. You can have this time planned out. You can have this time planned out, or it could just be spontaneous. But it is preferable that it is planned. So that way, if you're going to set money aside, you can budget towards it and just keep some money down for yourself. And also, this me time must not be you alone. It could be time with the girls or time with the boys. It depends on what works for you. I also hang out with my friends a couple of times. I just realized it's something we need to do often, because we live like this. Like our lives are just in a cycle. Like most of us, let me speak for myself. For me, it's mostly home, work, church, home, work, church, home, work. Like that's not living. You need to have time to just lie your head down and breathe. So try to create a me time for yourself. It could be a time out at the movies, or watching, what am I saying? Time out of the movies, or eating food at an exotic place, or just doing stuff that makes you genuinely happy. So you can plan towards it, or you can just or it could just happen off the top of your head, off the top of your mind, especially when you're really stressed out and dealing with a lot of pressure from work. You might want to try doing this. Okay? One of the other ways to strike a work-life balance is to eat healthy. And I'm saying this, my mind is telling me, Chidera, you don't eat healthy. I do not. But it doesn't mean I won't tell you what is the truth. Eating healthy is good. I try. See, believe me, I try to eat healthy, but so far it has not been working. First of all, I always skip breakfast. And breakfast, they say, the doctors, those people, they say it is the most important meal of the day. So if you want to be productive, they say you should eat breakfast. But me, if I eat in the morning, I will sleep during the day. So just know what works for you. By the end of the day, ensure you have a healthy eating plan and you eat at necessary intervals. Like if you're supposed to eat breakfast, eat it. If you're supposed to eat lunch, try to create time and eat lunch. I'm still struggling with this, I won't lie. I hardly ever have time to eat. I just have to squeeze it in. There are days where I go through work and I don't eat anything till I get home. I don't even drink water. You might not say that I'm dehydrated, but yeah, so please try to eat a healthy diet. But sincerely, what I know I've done for myself is there are days when I just decide, oh, for this week I'm going to eat fruits every night. So every night when I'm going home, I stop over and I buy watermelon, pineapples, and apples. Then I cut them, put them in the fridge. When they're cold, I eat them. They say it's not good to eat cold fruits, but I like it cold. Then I eat it cold and I feel alright. So that's, to me, I'm justifying myself that I'm eating healthy because I do that for like a week straight. Every night I eat fruits. So find what works for you, but ensure that you have a healthy eating diet or a healthy eating plan. It goes a long way. Trust me. Alright? The last way that I'm going to share in this video to strike a work-life balance is to sleep. Have a good night's sleep. Sleep early. Sleep on time. Sleep well. Just sleep. Right? You can't no, you can't. I'm the one talking. I can't overemphasize the place of sleep in healthy living. Nobody can overemphasize it. So it's always good to sleep early. Yes, sleep early. I'm repeating it to myself because I know I struggle with sleeping early. I'm a night walker, nocturnal people. We stay awake at night. Then during the day, we are still awake. So basically, try to sleep early. Sleep at maybe you set a time where you go to bed, but just ensure you get enough sleep because you can't cheat nature, like they say. If you don't get a good night's sleep, the tendency is that the next day you'll be cranky or you'll be slow at work, like you drag yourself at work all day. Once in a while, in as much as, because I know I'm a night person, I like to stay awake up like late in the night because I tend to be more productive at those hours, especially 12, 1, 2. These are my productive times, I don't joke with them. But what I do on days like that, when I know I want to wake up in the night, is I get home, I do all I have to do, and I go to bed as early as 9 or 8. Then I wake up by 11 or 12, use my productive or peak period. Then afterwards, I sleep. I go back to bed like 2:30 and I sleep off because I know that time is my productive time. So I don't joke with it. But when I know I don't have anything to really do at that time of the night, I try to sleep early. There are days when I just crash, like, I crash. I just crash like by 9 o'clock, and when I wake up by 5 or 4, I realize, wow, my body is ready to face the new day. I had a very good rest. Oh, my bones, my nerves, everything are well rested. So you need to try to sleep early and try to sleep properly. I won't go into that. I'm not a therapist, but the point is just try to sleep early because you can't neglect this place of sleep in healthy living or in mental health and overall health generally. Okay guys, so we have come to the end of this video. If you like this video, please do go to like it, subscribe, please, and don't forget to share this video with people who you know are struggling with work-life balance. Hopefully you'll be able to pick up 1 or 2 things on this video. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them below and I'll be there to answer all your questions. You can connect with me on Instagram at the Chidera Peters or Twitter at @ChideraPeters_. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Till next time. Yes, I love to play a lot. I'll learn to stop playing, but for now, please don't judge me, and I won't judge you. All right, guys, bye.